Welcome back to Football and Stats. Football is known for its beauty, finesse, and incredible skill, but sometimes it's the hard tackles and intense rivalries that grab headlines. Today we're talking about the dirtiest players in football history. These players have reputations for going beyond the typical physicality of the game, often straddling the line between competitive play and outright aggression. So let's dive into the top 7 dirtiest players in football and see how they earned their infamy. 1. Roy Keane. Roy Keane's fierce mentality on the field made him both a Manchester United legend and one of the most feared players of his era. Known for his hard tackling and take-no-prisoners attitude, Keane's most infamous moment came in a 2001 match against Manchester City. Keane delivered a brutal, premeditated tackle on Erling Haaland, whom he held a years-long grudge against after an incident in 1997 where Haaland had questioned his injury. Keane later admitted that the foul was intentional, a stunning confession that shocked the football world. Beyond his clashes with Haaland, Keane's intensity and hard tackles defined his career and made him one of football's true enforcers. 2. Pepe. Real Madrid's Pepe was known for his hard-hitting defensive style, but in a 2009 match against Getafe, he crossed the line. After committing a foul, Pepe kicked an already grounded opponent, a shocking act that earned him a 10-match ban. He was regularly involved in altercations, aggressive tackles, and scuffles that made opponents wary. Though undeniably talented, his on-field antics cast a shadow over his career. Pepe's ability to blend top-tier defensive skill with a notorious mean streak made him a feared opponent and gave him a reputation as one of football's dirtiest players. 3. Diego Costa. Few players have mastered the art of mental and physical games quite like Diego Costa. Known for his powerful, aggressive style, Costa thrived on getting under his opponent's skin. He'd use elbows, clever shirt pulls, and borderline fouls to disrupt defenders, sometimes sparking fights and drawing cards in the process. Costa's intense style of play was especially evident in the Premier League with Chelsea, where he often left defenders rattled. His reputation for dirty play was as prominent as his scoring ability, making him one of football's ultimate antagonists. 4. Marco Materazzi. Marco Materazzi is perhaps best remembered for being headbutted by Zinedine Zidane in the 2006 World Cup final after allegedly insulting Zidane's family. But Materazzi's career was full of incidents that made him infamous among fans and players alike. Known for his physicality, rough tackles, and psychological warfare, Materazzi would do whatever it took to gain an advantage. His imposing presence on the field was matched by his willingness to play mind games, making him one of Italy's most controversial defenders. 5. Vinnie Jones. Vinnie Jones, an iconic figure of English football's crazy gang, embraced a rough style of play during his career. Playing for Wimbledon, Jones became notorious for his fearsome tackles and provocative behavior. One of his most infamous moments came when he grabbed Newcastle's Paul Gascoigne in a highly inappropriate manner, an image that's since become iconic. Known for his fierce presence on the pitch and his no-holds-barred style, Jones was often involved in heated confrontations and wasn't afraid to leave his mark on any player, solidifying his status as a hard man in English football. 6. Sergio Ramos. Real Madrid's Sergio Ramos, despite his status as one of the most decorated defenders in history, is also one of the most carded players. Known for his late tackles, shirt pulls, and confrontations, Ramos holds the La Liga record for red cards. One of his most controversial moments came during the 2018 Champions League final against Liverpool, when he was involved in a challenge that injured Mohamed Salah. Many fans accused Ramos of deliberately targeting Salah, which added to his bad boy reputation. Ramos's intense style often bordered on the excessive, making him a polarizing figure. 7. Gennaro Gattuso. AC Milan's Gennaro Gattuso played with a passion that was both inspiring and intimidating. Known for his relentless energy and aggressive pressing, Gattuso was constantly involved in heated exchanges with opponents. One infamous incident occurred in a 2011 Champions League match against Tottenham Hotspur, where he confronted Tottenham's assistant manager, Joe Jordan, grabbing him by the throat and even attempting to headbutt him. Gattuso's fiery style and willingness to engage in physical battles made him a fierce competitor and one of the most feared midfielders of his time. So there you have it, the top 7 dirtiest players in football history. These players were as much known for their tough tackles and fierce reputations as they were for their footballing skills. Whether it was psychological warfare, physical dominance, or crossing the line into unsportsmanlike conduct, they left a lasting impact on the sport. Which player do you think was the dirtiest? Let us know in the comments. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more intense football stories here on Football and Stats.